Hi everybody, it's Purple. It's been a minute. Hi, how are you guys doing? I'm so sorry that I took such a long time to make this video. I got a little demotivated and then I broke my stylus, so I couldn't draw, and then I got sick. It was one thing after the other, and I kind of couldn't really focus enough to actually make the video. But I'm all better now, and I'm super excited to talk to you guys. I think this is the uni life video. Yeah. So without further ado, let's get into it. So my uni life was really chaotic, mainly because my university runs a little different than others. When others run in semesters, my university ran in trimesters, and they didn't lower the intensity of the classes. So a class that would normally take a whole semester for you to finish, you had to do it in very little time at the same intensity with little to no time in between. Now, a lot of the classes are actually very manageable, and the university has a lot of things to support students. But before we get into that, my first year of university had to be the probably worst year that I had. I started out with 8 classes, a ton of pressure, and very little friendships. See, all my friends had gone to out of state or to universities that specialize in art. The university I went to didn't exactly specialize in art, but it had art programs. On top of that, I'd been told a lot that in order to succeed in university, I needed to overachieve as much as possible. I needed to have all the classes and be involved in absolutely everything, or else no one's gonna want to hire me when I leave, and if I don't have a perfect record, then I will have failed. But honestly, it was too much for me, and I think I did pretty good. My track wasn't exactly perfect, and I didn't fail a class, but I did fail a lot during the time that I was in classes. I decided that I was gonna do the least of the most and just hope for the best, and I'm pretty sure it worked somehow. My second year of uni, things got a little more intense. There was a lot more drama, and a lot of big things happened surrounding the friends that I'd made the first year and a relationship I got into. I forgot that not everybody wants to see somebody succeed, and that a lot of people, for some odd reason, want to see the world burn, which was a lot to handle because my classes got infinitely harder and the drama that I was in wasn't exactly helping me. I also learned that year that there are professors that don't want to help people, and there are professors that will do everything in their power to help you. And I'm very proud to say that although I had one professor I could make a whole entire 10-minute long video about, I also have other professors that were absolutely amazing, and I can make multiple videos talking about how much they supported and helped out the group. In my second year, I also joined a couple of clubs and some programs that the university had to offer. Some of the programs had to do with feeding students, and they would give us food every once a month, and other programs had to do with helping with tuition and scholarships. They were a really big part of my time at university, and they also kept me from starving to death on a couple nights. It was kind of rough. On the other hand, the club I joined was choir. I sing, but I don't think I sing as well as a lot of other people. I can hold a note and I can mimic a note, but I can't really read music very well. And my voice is a lot softer and a little bit less intense, so I don't reach really high notes, but also I can't reach really low notes. Maybe one day I'll do a little cover of something. That is, if you guys would be interested in it. But being in the choir club in university was a decision. I didn't regret it that second year that I was in, because it was super fun and we had a lot of events and the people were absolutely wonderful to sing with, and they would point stuff out and they were absolutely adorable. But when I got to my third year, we lost a lot of the people that we started out with, and the people that came in that were new weren't as interested in singing as much as they were interested in the financial help that the group would give you. So a lot of our songs came out very different, and the atmosphere was also very different. It started feeling more like a responsibility and less like a fun thing that I could do after class. Anyways, back to the second year, I also had this thing called supervised practice, where the university would send me out into the world to choose a company from and kind of do an unpaid internship under the license of the university. This was to test out how well you were doing and how things were going. It was also a way to expose us into real world situations and help us develop as graphic designers. My first supervised practice didn't go so well because I chose the wrong company, and they were more a social media and communications company. They didn't have a graphic design team, and they also didn't really promote graphic design. They had very little to do with art, but the communication skills and everything else that they were working on in that company was absolutely beautiful. They were thriving. I made a bad choice. That said, they did try and help me as much as I could, and I passed my supervised practice with a really good grade, and it made me very happy. Now, back in my third year, after the 7 classes in my first year, 7, 8, I had a lot of classes in my first year. And then the drama and pressure in the second year. This third year, I was kind of just existing. I was actually going to therapy in the university, and I was just trying my best to stay afloat. It was kind of like I'm almost there, but I'm not quite there, but I just gotta live 3 more months to get there. It was sort of the time that I got really tired of being in university, and if I didn't have the friends I made in the first year and my best friends, I would probably have dropped out, and I'm kind of glad I didn't, and I'm really grateful for them. I love my friends. Anyways, 4th and last year, the pressure was back on. Things were going wrong everywhere, and I was honestly kind of relieved it was the last year I had to be there. Most of the homework that we had to do was already tailored to being graphic design. We studied typography, logos, and everything else before, and this was the year that kind of deviated from that. Instead of drawing a lot, it was more focusing on writing on paper, essays, and a lot more theoretical work. That said, we also had another supervised practice this year, so it was theoretical work at uni and then immediately going out and actually taking commissions and doing stuff in a work setting. So instead of having to go to uni and draw, I'd have to go to uni and oh my god, I have 5 essays to make and 3 exams for the same day. What? It was chaotic and kind of painful, because what the heck? But a lot of the teachers were very, very helpful and very, very nice. There's still that one teacher that but everybody else was so nice and so gentle, and I did have a really big issue with one of my classes that year. which was a typography communications class. I had given in all my assignments on time, but for some odd reason, the computer didn't register them, so it ended up showing that I opened it and I didn't give in the assignments. So the professor was going to fail me until I ran over to them and was like, wait, no, please. I swear I have evidence. This happened with another class of mine, and they worked things out with me, and they were very, very kind. But also, what the heck, computer? I almost died. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. But it was the last year, and I was determined to finish it all, or let it finally finish me. I was in a sort of state of do everything and do nothing all at once. I would put things off till the very last minute and procrastinate, but also then at the last minute I would pick everything up and do it as fast as I could, and somehow it worked. That said, it's not a very healthy thing to do, and I hope you guys aren't struggling the same way I did. Anywho, that was my life at university. It was kind of chaotic, a little bit messy, a lot and very little at the same time. I have a lot of little stories that I'm gonna branch out with this because I want to tell you guys about some of the fun stuff that happened and some of the not so fun stuff as well. And if somebody is still trapped in university, traumatize it back. You got this. You can do this. You just push it forwards. You're doing great. Don't stop. But really, you're doing great. Thank you so much for listening into this video, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I will be coming back with a lot more stuff soon. If you like this video, please remember to like and subscribe. Let me know if you guys are still in university or if you've gone out and what crazy stories you'd like to hear. Bye-bye.